Hey, how you doing guys? ZDEyE here. So today I wanted to talk about regarding of the very recent Twitch highlight stream actually has just recently happened, coming from Grimes, the singer herself, basically spilling some beans regarding of the character named Wizzy. And I quote coming exactly from her. I did my voice acting from Wizzy. That game is going to be fucking good. And I mean, I haven't played it, but I saw someone play an hour of the game. I play a pop star who committed suicide on stage, and they had to quickly come up and perform emergency surgery and replace her whole body with a cybernetics while she was dead for an hour. Then she finished the show as a cyborg, one of the greatest pieces of performance art ever made. Basically, this quote coming from Grimes herself on a Twitch stream, and we don't exactly know if this was done on purpose or not, because like we already know Wizzy and who is the character anyway. This is actually one of the very first real trailers for the Cyberpunk 2077 that showcased Wizzy herself, one in a human form, the other in a cyborg form. Basically, presumably again, in human form, when she was replacing her face, her jaw, right? She was just replacing it, getting ready for the show. And then in this stage, she committed a suicide to so far that it was just simply not just simple to just bring her back. The only way for the paramedics to do so is simply replace some of the body parts of her. And seems like they replaced the whole thing, and now she looks like a silverish cyborg looking. And anyway, presumably in here, this is when she finished up with her concert. Perhaps. Yes, we do know this is Lizzy. And you can see on the poster on the top right corner as well, if you need a little bit more extra proof, it's been confirmed as well that Wizzy is going to be Grimes. We don't exactly know if Grimes herself is under some kind of the NDA obligations, so was she even allowed to, say things like this or not? Because like we kind of didn't really know regarding that, a character dies on the stage and then comes back alive during the stage and finishes up. We didn't really know this, if it's even, if she's allowed to do that. Maybe she did it accidentally without really thinking about it. And anyway, basically, let me give you a little bit of a synopsis why this character, Wizzy, perhaps did it so, and like to this, because this is a suicide. She was not killed. She did it to herself to kill herself, right? Basically, if you guys know, in the Cyberpunk 2077 world, if you die or you're about to die, paramedics are gonna get a call, more or less. Just in simplest term I want to explain. Basically, they'll come up to you as quickly as possible. They will replace all the necessary body parts, if whatever they are damaged, and they'll bring you back alive. Obviously, you're not exactly human into this society. And anyway, basically, if you have the most amount of money then you can have, right? Obviously, it's gonna be extremely easy for the paramedics to get to you and replace your body parts so you don't actually die. Unless, of course, if you have like some kind of tracker inside of you disabled, then obviously the paramedics will never be able to find you. And anyway, obviously, since Lizzy knows this herself as a character in Cyberpunk, she kills herself for the attention. Yes, we understand exactly, it's kind of, for us it's ludicrous, right? But again, we are talking about Cyberpunk in this case, in the game. And Lizzy is probably taking all the attention from the groups of people and the fans and the following and such, just so she could spread the media to across larger varieties to different people, and so that's how she could get more exposure. That's how, presumably, I think, why she did it, to kill herself so the paramedics could come to her, replace the body parts if it's necessary, of course, and then she continues the show, finishing it up. Maybe it's also because she's sick of the shit, so she just kills herself. That's kind of a more reasonable explanation as well, right? It's understandable, right? Because like obviously if you're getting so much attention, so much popularity, you could go crazy in some other cases. Now, personally, I don't know that kind of feeling. I don't think I ever will know, but still, a lot of people out there that are millionaires, not even millionaires, more like billionaires. I can't even speak in English for some reason. But anyway, yeah, well, sometimes they just get so bored they use drugs to kill themselves, and without even trying, maybe intentionally, even sometimes not. And still, this is kind of a sad sad thing to see, of course. In the game, it's kind of understandable in some parts. We are talking about, again, Cyberpunk. We're not talking about real life situation in this case. And that, again, I really do believe this is just to have her name expose more into the world, so more fans and people could come to the nice city and watch her show, buy tickets, she gets more popular. Perhaps. Still, if we are talking about Cyborg getting so popular, maybe it would be actually very, very cool as us, the character V, would be able to come and meet her and maybe take a step further, if you know what I mean, with their relationship. And anyway, that would be pretty damn cool. Yes, the actress, I should say, is Grimes herself. Her music is going to be in the Cyberpunk world as well, so that's going to be epic. I personally cannot wait to see how she will be performing as this actress, and how good or how okay-ish she will be able to perform, but still this is going to be exciting to see. Alright, well, that's all there is to it. Lizzy Wizzy, the character we actually know much more about. Not much, but sort of enough. Still, this is not really much of a spoilers. In some categories where you knew a lot of this, but just like killing herself in the stage, then paramedics bringing her back and replacing some of the parts, that's kind of new information, but still, I don't really consider this to be much of a spoilers. And anyway, thank you so much for watching, like and subscribe. I'll see you guys all later, and yeah, have a good one.